I've been reading about continuity of governance. Continuity of governance. Recently, they've got something called Granite Shadow and something called Geyser Power. From what I understand, Granite Shadow would basically be like a significant pandemic to where civil forces are just decimated or are unable to operate or refuse to operate. Geyser Power would be the military working in tandem, in conjunction with, and following behind civil forces, whereas Granite Shadow would be them leading the civil authority. There's different things they have. I think Atlas lifts would be how they would get Congress out. Then they have Jeep joint something. That's how they get out the state, Secretary of State and the Vice President. And there's something how they get out the president. I forgot. Very interesting stuff. I was just thinking to myself, I've been looking at these bunkers, Mount Weather, and other stuff they've got. I'm rusty. It's been a while since I looked at this stuff. I feel the same way I did when I was 19, when I was 18, first learning about this. And I was like, well, if the government's doing all this and they keep building and planning, why aren't we? I felt the same way then. Like, wait a minute. And then you realize when you learn these things, you realize just how precarious society operates upon. We're seeing that now. The precarious position that society's on and how things are not as secure or stable as we think they are. They're not. We just don't pay attention and we don't know, so we don't see any. How they say it, if you don't look for a problem, you won't find it. I fear, it's 2020. And you hope that going into this next decade that it'd be a great decade and that we'd have a chance to move beyond war and a more collectivist society, a more organized society with less inequality and much less military aggression, less military adventurism. I'm beginning to believe coronavirus is kind of like setting the stakes or setting the agenda of the next decade. Hear me out. I was reading about those bunkers and how, the bunkers were made for nuclear war, obviously. All that stuff was made for nuclear war. But there hasn't been a lot of money spent or thought put on a major pandemic that kills off a lot of people and is fast spreading. There ain't been a lot of thought of that. I just learning about those bunkers. I was just thinking about how I don't think so. I don't think we'll achieve any of our progressive goals. I think this next 10 years is gonna be pretty bad. I just turned 30 years old. I kind of got my head on right. I'm in a better position than I was, a little while ago. Way better position I am. Way better position now than I was in 2010. I can tell you that. No, 10 wasn't that bad. 11 was bad. Because I started messing with some bad people and smoking weed with some bad people. Nothing wrong with doing that. Nothing wrong with smoking weed or, having situations like that. It's just that you got to be careful who you smoke weed with, who you drink with. You can't do that with everybody because some people take advantage of you and some people, that's nothing to them. They're taking harder drugs. Stay on subject. I think this is going to be a bad decade. I don't know why. I think coronavirus set the tone. I think coronavirus is going to be with us for a long time. Didn't have to happen. I think Trump may be reelected. His poll numbers went up. I'm at the point to where it's like, if you're fighting for America or you're fighting for most Americans, what are you fighting for? I've talked about that here with the doctors and the nurses wearing plastic deli plate covers on their faces as a face covering in New York. I mean, we're a charity case, and Trump doesn't want to do what he needs to do to nationalize the economy to ensure that our specialists and our doctors and our medical professionals have the equipment that they need to properly treat the sick and the ailing and the dying. When Trump talks about they're doing this stuff anyway, Apple or who's the people that makes the vacuum? Dyson, they're making ventilators, GM making ventilators. When they do that, what Trump is in essence saying is America is a huge charity case. That's great. That's great that you have rich people and rich businesses that are willing to do that. These are some of the businesses that were bailed out. So that's great that they're building ventilators. I'm happy. But as Mayor Cuomo put it, was it de Blasio, one of the two? As he put it, we need to know by deadline how many. Charity's like, well, we're gonna make, I'm gonna buy you some food. No, we need to know what kind of food, when you'll have it here. Will it be? You see what I'm saying? And Trump doesn't get. I mean, conservatives want to make it like we should just be happy with whatever we get. No, man. I mean, we're as a world class city, as a world class, as a one of the leaders of the free world, America. We're supposed to treat our citizens better than this. And when I said this last night, I can't imagine anybody, any medical professional, willingly moving to America after this. Look at how they treat you. Doctors are telling the president we need 3,000 ventilators, and he's telling them, no, I don't think you need that many. Some of those ventilators are going to be for some of those doctors and nurses. And they're going to die in agony because Trump decided in all his infinite wisdom that, no, you didn't need it. I can't see anybody willingly being a doctor and moving to America. I just can't. Peace out.